I'm going to give you something today you can use in your very next meeting. Not a mindset shift, not a confidence pep talk, a framework. 3 specific steps that tell you exactly what to do from the moment you walk into a high stakes room to the moment your point lands. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do the next time you feel that freeze. If you're 5 to 10 years into your career, excellent at what you do, and still going quiet in the rooms that matter, this is for you. Now, I don't write in code, but I do know how human beings process information, and I know exactly what's happening in your body and your brain in the moments before you go silent. If you identify as an introvert, let me say something before we get into the framework. Introversion does not mean shyness. It does not mean low confidence. Those are not the same thing. You could be introverted and still be undeniable in a room. The goal isn't to stop being an introvert. The goal is to stop letting a pattern of silence be mistaken for your personality. And the most common advice people give to fix that pattern is just be more confident. Here's the problem with that advice. It has the order backwards. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. You don't feel confident and then act. You act, and the confidence comes from having done the thing you were afraid to do. What you need is not a feeling. You need a framework, a sequence of specific actions that remove the need to improvise under pressure. A pilot doesn't rely on feeling confident before running through their pre-flight checklist. They run the checklist because the system is more reliable than the feeling. That is what I'm giving you today. Here's the system, 4 steps. I call it T.A.L.K. T stands for take space. The first step happens before you say a single word. When you walk into that meeting room, walk in with your shoulders back and your head up. Take the physical space you're entitled to. Sit where you intended to sit, not wherever is least noticeable. Make eye contact with the people already in the room. This is not performance. This is preparation. You are sending a signal to your own nervous system that I belong in this room. Your body does not know the difference between acting confident and being confident. When you take up physical space, your physiology responds. Presence is communicated before you even open your mouth. The A in T.A.L.K stands for acknowledge by listening. Use your natural tendency to stay quiet as an asset, not an absence. In the space before it's your turn, you are not disappearing, you are gathering. Tracking what's being said, noticing where there's agreement, noticing where there's tension, identifying where your one point is going to fit. You're nodding, making eye contact, showing the room you are fully present even when you're not speaking. A good UX or user experience, as you guys may know, starts with understanding the user before you build anything. Before you communicate, understand your audience. What do they need from this conversation? What problem are they trying to solve? The person who listens most carefully before speaking is always the most prepared when it's their turn. So listen first. The L stands for land your point. When it's your turn, say one clear, concise thing. Not a speech, one point. Use in waiting. Your main idea comes last, not first. And if you're not familiar with in waiting, go watch my previous videos. So instead of, I've been thinking about this for a while and my main concern is the timeline. Say, given everything we've discussed, my main concern is the timeline. Then stop talking. Keep it precise. Keep it mysterious. These are all things we talked about in previous videos. Answer only what they need to know and let them ask the clarifying questions. That's the key to keeping it mysterious. The question they ask tells you exactly what they needed. And that's when the real communication happens. K stands for keep the frame. After your point lands, stay there. Don't qualify it. Don't look away and check for approval. Keep your head up. Stay quiet. If someone challenges you, pause and then say, that's a fair point, and here's what I'd add. Then restate your position. The person who keeps the frame after speaking is almost always perceived as the most authoritative person in the room. Not the loudest, the most grounded. That is undeniable. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Jeremy, this sounds good, but in the actual meeting, I freeze before I even get to the T. So let me tell you exactly what to do about that. The freeze happens because of improvisation. When you walk in with no plan, your brain has to do too many things at once. Track the conversation, evaluate what's safe to say, formulate a response, all at the same time. That's why you freeze. The fix is this. Before every high-stakes meeting, write down one thing you want to contribute. One sentence, not a list, just one thing. Knowing your one thing eliminates most of the freeze. Your brain isn't searching anymore. It already has the answer. And practice the silence separately. Tonight, set a timer for 10 seconds and sit without reaching your phone. Do that every day this week. Silence becomes less threatening, and that's what allows you to keep the frame after you've spoken. Okay, so let's recap the 4 steps of the framework talk, okay? T stands for take space. A, acknowledge by listening. L, land your point. K, keep the frame. Run those 4 steps in that order every single time. On June 4th, I'm running a free live training where I go even deeper, walking you through the complete framework applied to your specific situation. Free and live. Okay, it's going to be a small group, and the link is in the description. Next week's video, why your work alone will never be enough to get you promoted. That one is personal, and you don't want to miss it. Make sure you subscribe so you're right on time when it drops. I'll see you in the next video.